I'm my team reporter Sarah Plake. A mother of 4 went missing and was found dead a year later down the road from her own home. Nicole Mallatt's family has been waiting for answers as Bates County investigators say the case is still open. In part 1, I told you there are several persons of interest in this case, but no one has been charged. And investigators say they don't know if a crime happened at all. But I wanted to know what the forensics are telling investigators. This is part 2.
Nicole Mallatt was one of the sweetest people they've ever met, those closest to her tell us. She endured some setbacks in her life, but they say her kids were the most important thing in the world to her.
She was the epitome of like the best mother ever, you know, I give her credit for being the kind of mom that I am today.
Nicole's death haunts her family and friends.
I think a lot of people know what happened to my daughter.
2 days before Thanksgiving 2019, Nicole left the home she shared with her longtime boyfriend, Brad Shreve, in rural Bates County. The sheriff said she went to hang out with her ex-husband, Richie Mallatt. Richie told investigators he dropped her off down the road from her house, but she never came back. Her shoes, phone, and bag were found about a week later along the creek down the hill from the house. Nicole's remains were eventually found a year later on the side of that same creek. The Bates County Sheriff's Office told us that Brad and Richie are persons of interest, as well as a couple more people within their circle. The sheriff says they treat death investigations like a homicide unless proven otherwise.
According to the medical examiner's reports, this area right here is where Nicole's remains were found. 2 questions remain. How did she get out here, and how did she die?
The sheriff's office can only provide limited details as it's still an open case. So we sat down with the Bates County coroner, Greg Mullinax, to walk us through Nicole's autopsy.
If there was an answer there, that I would have found it.
Greg says with no other choice, the cause and manner of Nicole's death were marked undetermined. By the time a farmer found her remains, there were only bones, which didn't give Greg much to work with.
Toxicology is extremely helpful. This field depends hugely on blood work.
Didn't have any blood in this
Didn't
case.
have any blood. Yeah.
How does that limit you?
Hugely. It leaves questions permanently unanswered.
Greg sought help from a forensic pathologist in KCK and a forensic anthropologist with Washburn University in Topeka. They concluded that Nicole's remains were in a wet environment for some time and eventually settled into a depression in the dirt on the side of the creek and stayed there. They concluded her remains were there for less than 18 months, which matched up to how long she was missing. They couldn't see any evidence that anyone dug a hole or buried her there.
She was in a place that doesn't make sense. The overall setting, is certainly unusual.
They examined the bones, looking for any perimortem trauma, which are injuries that happen at the time of death, oftentimes the most important indicators as to how someone died, but didn't find any. They found a healed fracture in Nicole's collarbone and fractures in a bone where her neck meets her back, but Greg says those injuries could have happened earlier in her life.
Looking at remains like these forces me to consider options that are not traumatic in death, which is hard to conceive based on where she was found and what we know of circumstances.
Nothing else on her body she told you anything?
Not a thing.
Brad's family reported Nicole missing after days with no contact. A missing persons advisory at the time said Nicole might have suicidal ideations, which her family strongly denies.
She wouldn't leave her kids. She was not going to leave her kids, and I don't care what anybody says.
Greg even asked outside experts at the University of Nebraska Forensic Anthropology Lab to analyze Nicole's remains a year later. He wanted to see if they could find evidence of trauma. They couldn't.
I am very hopeful that I will get to draw a conclusion. It saddens me that I, of my own work, won't be able to do that. Didn't take me there. So I do hope that the rest of the story is told.
Her loved ones might have more answers today if Nicole was found sooner.
It makes me sick because I was so close to her.
This is where Nicole's body was found, not even 600 yards away from the property where she lived. Teams of people searched all throughout that area back when she first went missing.
Our specialty is is on the diving end of it in the water searches.
Dan Ledoux's diver team with the Newton County Rescue and Recovery was one of the search crews. Bates County called them in to search the creek on December 4th, 2019, because Sheriff Chad Anderson said a cadaver dog picked up on a scent at the edge of the water.
They said, this is where we think. We've got some evidence here that shows us this might be a place.
Dan says they searched for hours for 2 days. His divers are experienced. He says he only puts the best people into the water.
I've got a lot of confidence that she was not in the area that they had us search.
They weren't instructed to search the whole creek. Dan gave us his crew's location, and it was just a little further north from where Nicole was found. It's at that time that Sheriff Anderson believes Nicole was in the water, possibly hung up in the many tree branches and roots.
Had she been found sooner, would that made a difference? It very well potentially could have. I don't know what else we could have done short of a miracle.
That thought eats away at Nicole's mother every day.
How horrible is it for them kids to know that their mom's body was laying practically right next door to them for a year?
And it still hurts Nicole's friends, who say the world lost a good person when she died.
She never judged anyone for anything. She loved everybody.
But the answers are there, they say, and they're going to surface one way or another.
Just lay her to rest, and then let her kids have some peace, and maybe let her kids see what really happened. I can't help her. Just already gone.
Nicole Mallatt's story does not end here. Investigators likely have more information that they can't share with the public right now. But this case is still open. They still need to figure out what happened to Nicole. If you have information that could bring a resolution to this painful story, call the TIPS hotline. And if you have another piece of the story you think I should investigate, please reach out. Sarah@kshb.com. For the I-Team, I'm Sarah Plake.